When something has persisted for so long, it often requires a force entirely different, something profoundly new to spark change. Chosen ones, those who walk a path of enlightenment and inner strength, will come to realize that those who have wronged them have underestimated the power within. We guide people on their evolutionary journey, helping them navigate the complexities of life. For a long time, things may have followed the same pattern, the same routine, where those who sought to harm others did so without fear of consequences. They thrived in the shadows, believing they could continue their ways without ever facing the repercussions of their actions. But what they never anticipated was encountering someone like you, someone different, someone destined to break the cycle. You see, they didn't expect it. The world, with its predictable ways and patterns, lulled them into a false sense of security. They thought they could manipulate, deceive, and control just as they always had. But then they encountered you, and they assumed it would be business as usual. Little did they know that their actions were awakening something powerful, something dormant deep within your being, within your very DNA. They had no idea what they were unleashing, and that's exactly why God allowed it to happen. These individuals believed they could continue their deceitful ways, wielding power over others, exploiting kindness, and preying on vulnerabilities without ever facing the consequences. They were so confident in their ability to manipulate and dominate, but they failed to recognize the divine force within you. When they crossed paths with you, they inadvertently activated a divine energy, a strength they hadn't anticipated, a force that was destined to challenge their unjust ways. The trials and tribulations you faced were not without purpose. Every challenge, every obstacle was a catalyst for your awakening, a process through which you discovered your true power and purpose. God, in His infinite wisdom, knew that through adversity, you would uncover the strength that was always within you. The strength that would not only protect you, but also serve as a beacon of hope for others. These individuals, with their self-centered views, have mastered the art of manipulation. They are skilled in the technique of projection, often attributing their own negative feelings and actions to you. They strive to maintain an image of cool detachment, attempting to paint you as the irrational one, the spoiled child in the equation. This reveals their profound lack of empathy and respect for your feelings and needs. To them, you are not a person with a soul and spirit, but a mere disposable object, something to be used and discarded at their convenience. They are masters of distorting the truth, weaving a web of lies and deceit to maintain control over you. They lie with ease, creating a reality that suits their needs, all while avoiding any responsibility for their actions. In their world, there is always someone else to blame, someone else to bear the burden of their mistakes. Self-criticism is foreign to them, and accountability is something they avoid at all costs. Envy is another dark trait they harbor. They are incapable of celebrating your success, often trying to diminish your achievements, and in some cases, even sabotaging your progress if they see you as a threat. Their possessiveness and need for control know no bounds. They want to dominate every aspect of your life, imposing their will and restricting your freedom, all under the guise of care or concern. They constantly seek to undermine your self-confidence, criticizing and devaluing your efforts, trying to create an emotional dependency that makes you feel incapable of achieving anything without their approval. They thrive on making you doubt yourself, making you feel as though you cannot succeed on your own. These manipulators are experts in using guilt and emotional blackmail as weapons. They twist situations, making you feel responsible for failures and problems that are, in reality, the result of their selfish actions. They know how to play on your emotions, making you feel guilty for things that were never your fault. But here's the truth. These tactics only have power if you allow them to. The awakening within you, the strength you've discovered through adversity, is the key to breaking free from their control. You are not a victim. You are a chosen one, destined to rise above and fulfill your true purpose. They can't stand to see you prosper, to witness your happiness and success, so they will go to any lengths to sabotage your achievements. Their envy is cleverly disguised behind passive-aggressive comments, seemingly innocuous remarks intended to plant seeds of doubt and insecurity in your mind. These individuals are master manipulators and skilled liars, capable of distorting reality so convincingly that you might begin to question your own sanity. Gaslighting is one of their primary tools. a psychological weapon designed to control and weaken you. They twist the truth, fabricate lies, and manipulate situations to make you doubt your perceptions, your memories, and even your own worth. The goal is to make you feel lost, confused, and dependent on them for clarity, but in reality, all this negativity only serves to strengthen you. Their extreme need for control drives them to dominate every aspect of your life. They seek to influence your actions, your decisions, and even your thoughts, using intimidation and fear as weapons to keep you under their thumb. Yet, despite their efforts, your inner strength and unwavering faith consistently frustrate them. They can't break your resilient spirit no matter how hard they try. These people are hypocrites of the highest order. In public, they project an image of kindness and altruism, carefully crafting a persona that others admire and respect. But behind closed doors, their true nature is revealed: selfish, malicious, and driven by a need to control and manipulate. This dissonance between their public facade and private actions only exposes their true character to those who are perceptive enough to see through the lies. When they feel they have lost control over you, their pettiness and vindictiveness come to the forefront. They resort to acts of retaliation, trying to cause you pain and suffering as a way to punish your independence and strength. However, these attacks only further highlight their own weakness and hopelessness. Their attempts to harm you only serve to show how powerless they truly are. These individuals feed on chaos and disorder. They thrive in environments where conflict and disharmony abound, creating drama and strife around you in order to feel powerful. They often try to isolate you from your loved ones, distancing you from any source of support in the belief that doing so will weaken your resolve. Yet every attempt they make only strengthens your bonds with those who truly matter. In the end, their efforts only serve to reinforce your connection with those who support and uplift you. All of these experiences, painful as they may be, serve as a spiritual training ground for you. Each challenge, each confrontation with these toxic individuals, is an opportunity for growth, for refining your character and deepening your understanding of your own strength. These people are highly critical, always finding fault with others, and never satisfied with anything. They make constant negative comments, chipping away at your self-esteem, trying to make you believe that you are never good enough. Their relentless criticism rarely offers support or encouragement. They are quick to point out your mistakes and failures, but never acknowledge your efforts or achievements. This behavior creates a toxic and suffocating environment, one in which it is difficult to find motivation or hope. Yet even in the face of such negativity, your spirit remains unbroken. These people are also deeply jealous, incapable of celebrating the success of others. Instead of feeling joy for someone else's accomplishments, they are consumed by envy and anger. When they see someone else prospering, their first instinct is to sabotage that success, believing that by dragging others down, they will somehow elevate themselves. Their cold and distant demeanor reflects a total lack of human warmth. Their interactions are mechanical, devoid of any real emotional connection, making you feel isolated and devalued, as if your emotions and feelings don't matter. They are extremely authoritarian, imposing their opinions and decisions on others without considering anyone else's feelings or perspectives. They believe they know what's best for everyone and do not tolerate questioning or disobedience. However, their attempts to dominate and control others are ultimately futile, for true power lies not in manipulation, but in compassion, understanding, and respect. The story of Joseph in the Bible serves as a perfect example of how God can turn even the most evil intentions of others into something good. Joseph's brothers, driven by jealousy and malice, sold him into slavery, intending to rid themselves of him forever. But what they intended for evil, God used for good. Joseph's trials and tribulations eventually led him to Egypt, where he rose to a position of great power and wisdom. During a time of great famine, Joseph's leadership and foresight saved many lives, including those of his own family. His brother's betrayal, meant to destroy him, ultimately fulfilled God's greater plan. Similarly, the challenges you face, the negativity and malice directed toward you, are not without purpose. They are shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for a destiny far greater than you can imagine. What others plan for evil, God can and will use for good, transforming your trials into triumphs, your pain into purpose. God turned their ill intentions into something good, a divine transformation that reveals the power of faith and resilience. Yet these individuals are perpetually pessimistic, always gravitating toward the negative side of any situation. They spread discouragement like a disease, infecting the atmosphere with hopelessness, making it difficult for you to maintain a positive outlook or find effective solutions to problems. Their outlook is bleak, clouding your vision with their constant negativity. They are also incredibly inflexible, resistant to change and unable to adapt to new situations. They cling stubbornly to their own ways, even when those ways are harmful or ineffective. This rigidity creates an environment of stagnation and frustration where growth and progress are stifled. They resist any form of change, fearing the unknown, and in doing so, they trap themselves and those around them in a cycle of inefficiency and despair. Ungratefulness is another hallmark of their behavior. No matter how much you do for them, it's never enough to merit a simple thank you. Their ingratitude is disheartening, as it devalues your actions and demotivates you from continuing to give your best. This lack of appreciation drains your energy and diminishes the joy that comes from helping others, making your efforts seem futile. Dishonesty runs deep within their interactions. They often resort to lies and deceit to achieve their goals, twisting the truth to suit their needs. Their lack of integrity compromises the relationships around them, creating a web of deceit that entangles everyone involved. They have no qualms about betraying trust, and their dishonesty leaves a trail of broken relationships and shattered confidence in their wake. Petty and vindictive, these individuals hold grudges and are always ready to take revenge for any perceived offense, whether real or imagined. Their inability to forgive and forget keeps them locked in a constant cycle of conflict and tension. This grudge-holding nature poisons their interactions with others, turning every minor slight into a major confrontation. The cycle of bitterness they perpetuate becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of isolation and resentment. Their hypocrisy is glaring. They preach one thing but do something entirely different, their actions often contradicting their words. This lack of consistency and authenticity reveals their true nature, a facade of righteousness that crumbles under scrutiny. On the other hand, we see in Jesus' life an example of consistency and authenticity. He practiced what he preached, loving and serving others unconditionally. Even when faced with the hypocrisy of the religious leaders of his time, he remained faithful to his message of love and compassion, never wavering in his commitment to truth and kindness. These people are emotional manipulators, skilled at using your feelings against you to gain an advantage. They know exactly how to push your buttons, creating drama and conflict to destabilize you and maintain control over your actions and emotions. Their manipulative tactics are designed to keep you off balance, making it difficult to find peace or clarity in your life. In their interactions, they are extremely competitive, viewing every encounter as a battle to be won rather than an opportunity to collaborate and support one another. They constantly try to outdo you, turning even the most trivial situations into fierce competitions. This relentless drive to win at all costs turns every relationship into a contest, draining the joy out of shared experiences and making genuine connection nearly impossible. Suspicion runs deep in their hearts. They are always wary of the intentions of others, unable to fully trust anyone. This paranoia creates an environment of constant vigilance and tension, where it is difficult to establish true, meaningful relationships. Their mistrust isolates them, cutting them off from the warmth and connection that genuine trust can bring. Their selfishness is another defining characteristic. They always put their own interests and needs above those of others, with no regard for the feelings or well-being of those around them. Every situation is viewed through the lens of self-interest, and they are only concerned with how they can benefit, regardless of the cost to others. Cruelty is often a weapon they wield without hesitation. They resort to insults and humiliation, aiming to make you feel small and insignificant. Their words are like daggers, designed to inflict emotional pain and reinforce their sense of superiority. Yet despite their efforts to diminish you, all this negativity only serves to strengthen you. Just like Job in the Bible, who was tested in many ways, you find strength and resilience in these difficulties. Job lost everything, yet his faith and perseverance were eventually rewarded, and he was blessed with even more than he had before. In their arrogance, These people underestimate the depth of your resilience and the divine protection that surrounds you. They think they can continue their manipulative games without consequence, but they are merely instruments in a greater plan designed to elevate you to your rightful place. This entire experience is designed to unlock the potential within you, to bring out the gifts and wisdom that have been lying dormant for so long. Sometimes, on your journey, you will encounter situations that make you wonder why God allows certain things to happen. The reason is that through these challenges, you are forced to embrace who you really are. There is something deep inside you that needs to be activated, and often, it is only under great pressure that this activation can occur. Just as coal becomes a diamond under intense pressure, your true nature and potential are being revealed through the trials you face. God allows these things to happen not to break you, but to awaken you, to bring forth the strength, wisdom, and resilience that have always been within you, waiting to be unleashed. God allows these challenges to occur so that you can fully embrace your calling. Without these trials, many of us would prefer to remain in a state of comfort, never stepping into the roles we were meant to fulfill. Take, for example, Joseph in Egypt. His brothers sold him into slavery, and he faced immense hardship. But God allowed this to happen so that Joseph could ultimately save his family and countless others from famine, as described in Genesis. Like Joseph, you may be facing challenges right now, but know that God is allowing this for a greater purpose. Another powerful example is that of Moses, who was called by God to lead the people of Israel out of slavery in Egypt. Moses faced intense resistance from Pharaoh and encountered numerous obstacles along the way. However, through these difficulties, God demonstrated his power and guided Moses to fulfill his destiny, as recounted in Exodus. In the same way, you may be called to overcome great challenges in order to fulfill your divine purpose. Now more than ever, people are beginning to see the light. Brothers and sisters are being strengthened like never before, awakening to their true potential and preparing for things that have never been seen before. Those who are not aligned with the vibe of authenticity, like the false prophets mentioned by Jesus in Matthew's Gospel, may not be too excited about this awakening. But you, chosen one, are being prepared for something extraordinary. Do not worry about the light that shines within you, because it is something the world has never seen before. They've never seen it happen to chosen ones, because they've always expected a specific outcome, assuming they knew what would happen when you embarked on your journey. They thought the same patterns would repeat because they always have. But no, you are not from here. We are not from here. You're different, we're different, and soon they will realize that they've made a critical mistake in underestimating you. They failed to understand that you have the ability to influence reality in ways they never imagined. The difficulties you've encountered on your journey, the people and situations sent to discourage you, were all part of a divine plan. What they didn't realize is that, in trying to stop you, they were actually activating your true potential. It's like a diamond that only forms under intense pressure. They didn't realize it, but they were only making you stronger. The light is just the light, and the truth is the truth. All you need to do is be yourself right now. By being authentic, you will unlock great abilities. Stand with your feet firmly planted on the ground, barefoot, allowing the negative ions of the earth to pass through you. Let the light of Christ descend upon you as you embrace your authenticity, because that's where the power lies, chosen ones. Being authentic will always be greater than being perfect. Remember, authenticity is what truly brings power. It allows your true light to shine and impact those around you in a unique and powerful way. When you embrace who you really are, without masks or falsehoods, you connect with an inner power that is incomparable. This power will make the difference in your journey and in the lives of those you touch. By being authentic, every action you take, every decision you make, alters a timeline. You are changing reality, creating something new with each movement and every step you take. They expected you to follow the same path as everyone else, to simply give up, but you are different. Imagine a river that encounters obstacles in its path, but always finds a new route to keep flowing. That's you. Overcoming challenges and creating a new and unique path. Authenticity is an extraordinary power. Being authentic means being true to yourself, acting in accordance with your values and beliefs, and expressing your true essence without fear. In a world where many wear masks and pretend to be something they're not, authenticity stands out like a beacon of light. Think of a tree that grows strong and resilient. no matter how adverse the conditions around it. Your authenticity is the root that holds you firm, allowing you to flourish in any circumstance. When you are authentic, you inspire others to be authentic as well. Your true light naturally attracts those who seek truth and genuineness. They thought they could predict your actions and results, assuming that everything would follow the same predictable pattern. However, you have shown them that you possess the ability to transcend expectations and shape your own reality. Just as a phoenix rises from the ashes, you emerge stronger with every difficulty you face. The light cannot be touched. Can you touch the light? No. And that is what you are. You are light, and therefore you can never be touched. Nothing anyone does can truly affect you because your luminous essence remains untouchable and unshaken. Chosen ones, we are remembering who we are. Each of us is rediscovering our true essence. All the trials and tribulations you have faced in recent years were preparing you for this very moment. We are all gathered now for this moment of greatness, and you can embrace this greatness right now. It is available to you. Together we have the power to change reality and alter the timeline simply by being authentic. They didn't see it coming. They tried to be perfect. But perfection is just an illusion. It's not real. Everything else is fake. Consider a craftsman who, instead of striving for perfection, celebrates every imperfection in his work as a mark of authenticity and uniqueness. In the same way, your authenticity is what truly brings you power. Authenticity allows your true light to shine through and impact those around you in a unique and powerful way. The more you embrace who you really are, the more you connect with an inner power that is incomparable. Chosen ones, you will see a big difference, a crack in the illusion they believed in. Remember, there is a huge difference between being perfect and being authentic. People who strive for perfection are living in an illusion. The more you embrace who you really are, the more you connect with your true power. They never saw this coming because they were trapped in their illusions. Now is the time to show your authentic light and impact the world in ways they never imagined. Authenticity is not about being flawless, but about being real. It's about showing your vulnerabilities and imperfections as part of your journey. That's where the real power lies, in the courage to be who you truly are, without hiding or feeling ashamed. This is the time to embrace your authenticity and let your true light shine brightly. They believed that everything would continue as it always had, assuming that they could exploit, consume, and use people as if they were mere human batteries, draining their energy sources. They thought this cycle would never change, but they didn't realize they were dealing with the wrong people. Now, the light of Christ is here, bringing something completely new and different. They will soon realize the gravity of what they have done, and nothing will ever be the same again. A long time ago I asked, if you had the chance to do something that no one else could do, would you do it or would you be afraid? They expected you to be afraid, to not act, to simply conform. They expected you, the chosen one, to just stand by. But now, they are realizing that they have underestimated you. They messed with the wrong person. You may be a person of integrity, embodying the Sigma archetype, existing in this reality but not belonging to it. You don't follow the rules of the Matrix. You are bigger than the Matrix itself. They didn't realize how real you were. They didn't understand that you meant every word you said, that you truly cared about the mission, that you genuinely cared about your brothers and sisters. They didn't realize that you were going to create something that had never been created before. They made a big mistake by challenging you. They are witnessing the consequences now. People are seeing what happens when someone tries to stop you. These trials and tribulations that we face are not just challenges. They are the very forces that shape and strengthen us. Every challenge we encounter serves as a powerful reminder of who we truly are and the immense power we carry within. Consider the story of David and Goliath. Everyone believed that Goliath was invincible, that no one could defeat him. But David, with his unwavering faith and authenticity, faced the giant with courage and defeated him with a simple stone. David didn't follow common expectations. He was authentic in his faith and determination, and this brought him a great victory. Think also of Daniel in the lion's den. He kept his faith and integrity even when it meant facing death. God protected him, and he emerged unscathed. showing that true strength comes from being faithful and authentic. Daniel didn't conform to the norms around him but remained firm in his faith, and this steadfastness brought about a powerful change. Remember, the light cannot be touched. You are light, and nothing anyone does can truly affect you. Your luminous essence remains untouched and unshaken. Keep being authentic, keep being true, and let your light shine brightly. Authenticity is true power, and that's what will change the world. Embracing who we are sometimes means facing difficulties on our journey, but these difficulties are the very things that build and strengthen us. We have the ability to overcome them and transmute our experiences. That's what we're here to do. We are taking our life lessons, our unique journeys, and using them to build something entirely new. We are transmuting these experiences into something totally fresh and revolutionary. We are now in a moment of renewal, stepping into a completely new timeline. Authenticity is what lasts, while illusions and spells have an expiration date. All these illusions are expiring. If you see this happening now, know that the validity of these falsehoods is over and everything is being expelled. We are cleansing and removing all negativity from our daily lives. All curses, spells, and negative blockages are being eliminated. Another example is the story of Nehemiah. He was serving as the king's cupbearer in Persia when he learned that Jerusalem was in ruins. Nehemiah received permission from the king to return and rebuild the city walls. Despite facing great opposition and challenges, he remained steadfast in his mission, leading the people of Israel in rebuilding the walls and restoring their faith and identity. Now, with this renewal, we are ready to do the work. You who have embraced this mission and your role in it are eager to do the work. But there are those who want to distract you. They want to wind you up, to keep you from taking action because your light makes them feel weak. You are so powerful that by simply revealing the truth, you upset them. They don't like you, chosen ones, because you're shining the light. You're better than them, and that bothers them. But now they're realizing that they've messed with the wrong person. Remember Jesus, who faced opposition and rejection from many, yet continued to spread the truth and the light. His authenticity and commitment to his mission transformed the world. Jesus showed that being true to yourself and your mission is more powerful than any opposition. In the end, it is your authenticity, your unwavering faith, and your true light that will prevail. The challenges, the opposition, and the trials are all part of the divine plan to reveal your strength and purpose. Like David, Daniel, and Nehemiah, you are being called to rise above, to stay true to who you are, and to fulfill the unique mission you have been given. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. The light within you is a beacon, guiding you and those around you through the darkness. Stay firm in your authenticity, embrace the power of your true self, and know that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger and shine brighter. You are a chosen one, destined to make a difference in this world. Let your light shine, let your truth be heard, and watch as the world around you transforms. The time is now, the power is yours, and the world is ready for the light you bring. Dear Father, I pray for the growth of my faith. Help me trust you even when physical evidence is lacking. Let me believe in your perpetual presence, knowing you will never harm me. I understand that your thoughts for me are thoughts of prosperity and not harm, to give me a good future. Thank you, gracious and eternal Father, for always listening to my voice. I offer up this prayer to you in the name of Jesus. Amen. That's all for today. Thank you, Jesus, for your love and provision. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the abundance you bring. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who need to hear this message. Leave a comment below about your journey and how you are preparing for your own triumphant return. If you'd like to support our work, please consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. This helps us continually improve our content to offer you the best. The link to Buy Me a Coffee is in the description. Don't stop here. Watch our next video for powerful revelations about the signs that reveal you are the chosen one. We've enjoyed following this spiritual journey with you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep shining brightly and embrace your destiny with courage. See you next time.